Say cult. Say cult. You're in a cult. Bye-bye. And God said, "Behold, a pale rider." He actually said, "Behold, a pale horse," but I gotta get in the light. But I'm looking like a ghost. Good. You go out there and you get cancer. But look, I'm gonna have to say some things that, quite frankly, go against nearly everything. Is that gonna be caught? Hold on here, folks. Now is the time where you gotta look. You have to preface this video with saying that no matter what, you believe in, there are going to be certain concessions if you're intellectually honest with yourself, which you should be, that you're going to have to say that the other side, the side that you don't believe in, they make some decent points. Now, obviously, not enough for you to adopt their position, right? So we have to go with that here in mind, folks, with what I'm about to say, because I'm about to really say some things that go against what I have made videos about previously, and which is everything that, the people that you vehemently disagree with, and some circumstances, a lot of the circumstances in your life, they're not your fault. The ideologies that your enemies that are so dumb to believe in, well, let's start from prime movements here. Let's build up a case for the correct way to go about thinking about these things. Number one, most of humanity, most people, they're not intellectuals. Let's put it that way. They're not sitting around racking their brain to think about issues and topics in an in-depth and nuanced manner. Okay? They want to go to work. They'd honestly just be much happier if they just went to work, had a family, and they could afford all these things. But, and not think about certain things that get them distracted on by social media, the internet, and certain flavors of topics that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about it from 3,000 feet up, okay? We're not going to wade through these topics. We're going to go over these topics via airplane and look down and see how this is being worked. So the first starting position that we have to go from is most people are dumb anyway, okay? They didn't have a snowball's chance in hell to, one, get the correct conclusion, much less even pontificate about certain matters that really should not have been on their radar. Their lineage, they should have been cleaning out coal in a chimney stack, okay? It's not their fault. IQ is incredibly heritable. And look, guys, it just is what it is. You got to play with the cards you're dealt with, okay? Number one. Number two, let's continue to go down this path. So no matter what you believe, all right, think about the biggest hot button topic that you can think of. I don't care what it is. Think about it. Okay. Now think about how the people who you disagree with are stupid and wrong, and they don't have all the facts correct. Okay. Now, in any other era in human history, you wouldn't be thinking about these things. All right. I hate to tell you, you are not David Hume. You are not Immanuel Kant. You are not good. You're not, okay. You're working at Target. Yeah, I know you're smart. You're smarter than where you should be in life. Okay. I understand that. I get it. Hey, I get it. We're going to be talking about it. But the topics that you embroil yourself with here, All right. In any of these hot button issues, you've fallen for the trap. And let me explain that little trap here right now to you. And it's not, again, I know I'm going against a lot of what I've said before. It truly is not your fault. Truly. 100%, not 100%, 90, 80. Okay. Humans, terrible creatures of habit, and you've let your habits be infected. And the reason, all right, that I have to now make this position is because there are people who are getting paid large sums of money. Okay. More money than more money than you, anybody watching this anyway, more money than God. Okay. And they're sitting in a room right now getting paid by somebody who has even more money than them because they want that guy's, girl's money. Do you understand? And these are very well educated, very smart people who know how the world and theoretically work together. Do you understand? And these people getting paid huge sums of money, these people that have dedicated their lives to sham sciences and the hard sciences, because we're going to hook you up to an MRI machine while we're running an A/B test. All right. We're going to see which one's better. We'll get into that. But they're tossing out, okay, these ideologies from think tanks, from people who resume, all right, is longer than the last book you read. Okay. And these people are sitting around all day, not doing strenuous work. Now, intellectual work is work in itself, and it does. If you also think about the brain, it consumes like 80% of your calories. So I don't know where that heat is getting burned off in most of you. For me, I'm a fat American. It just stays on my body. You understand? And it goes to my man tits. But the people that are getting paid lots of money to get you, yes, you, to think a certain way about a subject. All right. Now, here are the pitfalls. Your enemies are, by design, they are adopting an ideology, much like you have. You're not independently, no man is an island. You're not independently coming to these conclusions. Okay. I don't care what you think about any topic. This applies to you. All right. You are taking a side that you believe to be the best. And the fault that I see a lot of people have is you have no respect for people that disagree with you. You think if they disagree with you, they automatically do not know a bunch of things about a subject, which oftentimes is the case because humans talk a bunch of shit, and it's very fun. It's fun. I love to do it as well. But these people have been tricked to adopting an ideology, okay, that people with large sums of money to the point where money doesn't matter anymore. Your time matters. Shaping the world around you matters. Shaping ideology matters. What's going to be the prevalent thoughts in 300 years? Let me make sure that the stuff that I'm handing down through my lineage, ancestors, is still here, kicking, pumping, full of blood to give that family tree some sustenance, okay? You are waging a war, an ideological war, on behalf of billionaires. All of you. Do you understand? Even me, even this, you have to, again, the meta-analysis is, the correct meta-analysis is I've been tricked into saying this to you. Do you understand? As a society, you've been swindled. I'm sorry. It is what, hey guys, it is what it is. But the silver lining to all of this, which will never happen, which you could lay down your arms right now and embrace your enemy and give them the respect that they have hopefully put into whatever subject or idea that they believe in. And by the way, time around a subject is not time in a subject, if you know what I mean. If you could, and also if people weren't so sensitive to, if you're going to get, you know, hey, some of you are stupid animals going around. You should find people smarter than you and surround yourself with them. Okay. This is what other intellectual people do. They find, if you're in a room and you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I hate to tell you that. And you need the self-reflection and cognitive abilities to be able to have the humbleness and hubris to be honest with yourself. Okay. Certain situations in life. It's going to work more wonders for you than anything else. Obviously, I skipped that memo as well, as I'm not very humble. But the point here is, folks, okay, if you are drawing these lines in the sand and they're not explicitly, because here's also a thing. I was going to say unless they're explicitly dangerous, but non-dangerous ideas foment over time. Okay. And here's another thing directly related to this subject that I just remembered. Thanks, Kat. Is that a lot of the things that you're seeing in the media today, if you just game theoried it out, okay, they're doing what is called shaking the tree, right? Nobody would be reading this crap, all right, that college professors wrote in the 70s and 80s, which is the underpinnings of a lot of what's coming out right now. How's that replication crisis working out for you too, by the way? But modern ideology being dominated by stuff that was getting kicked off in the 70s and 80s. And the people on that side would rightfully say, well, yeah, science moves slow and we need evidence, data, statistics, facts. And it takes, 10, 20 years. We look back and we're like, oh, that's right. Let's adopt it. Right? Sounds fine. Unless it's a certain, 2020, and then we Operation Warp Speed. But with these ideologies, no one would care about these authors. How do I know? Because, hey, guys, I have stacks of philosophy books, and I don't talk about it. You know why? Because it's uninteresting to me. You understand? It's not. I can tell you anything that goes on in my head. You're never going to experience it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I can describe my philosophy to you all day long and pick up bits and pieces. It's better if I just show you instead of talking about it, though. So no one would care about what these people say. I know, because I read them. No one cares. No one gives a shit. Okay, I've done it. I've went to the classes. I have the papers to prove it. And hey, I got to tell you, even the people there don't care. Got to tell you, no one cares. But here's what happens. All right. The media runs roughshod, blowing anything they can. They see what people put their eyeballs to. They see what people pay attention to. So again, they're hijacking your brain, unbeknownst to you. Did you guys know that Coco Melon, they have the A/B test whenever they look away from Coco Melon, they'll actually timestamp that part of the video, edit it so it's more addictive. I wonder if, certain people are doing this with injecting certain speech patterns in ideologies. I don't know. But no one would care what these people have written. The only reason anybody cares is because they hit the tree and they saw your eyeballs, boom, go to that subject. And now it's going to be in the media for the next forever. I don't know. It's kind of boring at this point, to be honest with you. I'm on a planet full of apes easily looking at the apples falling down from a tree. And there's so many subjects out there. So many things you could really delve your life into and learn about. And this is what the majority of people, they care about. Not really. They want to look at 15-year-olds and influencers, which, by the way, that's kind of the appropriate response. Again, ding, 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 message. The appropriate response, all these old people are like, oh, these kids are looking at these trash influencers. Like, yeah, that is much better. I'd rather Timmy want to be a dummy. a hard R word around his friends and family than be gung-ho about joining, you know, an ISIS rebel group or the CIA to overthrow other democratically elected leaders. Hey, who am I to say? Who am I to say that people wanting to imitate Neon or, I mean, let's go with Tate. Let's go to the bad to the bone. Let's go to the worst of the worst. I'd still rather just have a cadre of little 10-year-old Tates than 10-year-old Machiavellian Churchills wanting to go around and kill people. I don't know. Hey, it's just me. Yeah, it's kind of just me. But, you know, unfortunately, it's a necessary part to have those people willing to do what they do in the military. Okay. It's a necessary evil because if you don't do it, they're going to do it. Okay. But anyway, I just wanted to, I know this is kind of disjointed. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. But just know if you can't respect somebody that you ideologically say cult. Say cult. You're in a cult. Bye-bye.